I should be back. Let me know if it worked out or not. I'm sorry about that. Don't know what's causing it, and I was afraid that I was disconnecting from Magic Online as well, so I just took the Thornwood Falls. It's a weird issue I'm having with the connection. I think it's just very short dropouts. Okay. My overall record is not great. I'm not happy about having just lost 2 matches. And goodbye. Now it's time to team or charm it up with all the fixing that I got. Sure. I kind of lost focus here. I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore. It's definitely kind of a weird deck. Do you want me to splash Hooting Mandrills? No. Whirlwind Adept for the prowess value, or Monastery Swift Spear for the prowess value? Tough question. Warden of the Eye is not in the colors. I think this was the pack that had the 5/5 that I potentially wanted. Oh well, I'm getting some playable, so I'm not unhappy about how things are going. I think this deck ended up a lot better than it looked like, and I have to say that blue was probably not open, and the fact that we passed the Cloud Form, which was the chat's decision, could have hurt us a lot. The problem is, if we first pick the Pyrotechnics over a Heel Cutter, and then we pass a second Heel Cutter over the Cloud Form, neither blue nor red will be open, I think. And the fact that we then went into blue with a Jin might have been a problem. If you pass the Cloud Form, it might be best to just say we aren't blue. And yeah, that might have been something we had to do. But I don't know, it's just thinking out loud. How is this an 18 land deck? We wanted to draft a 17 land deck now. Did we fail? We fail our quest of drafting a 17 land deck. So, considering everything, this worked out quite fine. Not unhappy with the way everything shaped up. I actually don't think that this is a Goblin Slide deck, but rather that we just cut everything that's just horrible and then try to win regularly. I'm not playing the banner. I don't see a reason to. What do you think about Cunning Strike? It doesn't actually look like a good card, like a great card. Yeah, the fact that our opponents are never blocking is definitely part of the plan. We just have to figure out the details. So, how about this for a start? And then we don't care about green anymore. Now we can cut some cards and make our deck even more streamlined, maybe even include the Act of Treason, but then we really want to maximize the heel cutters, and Goblin Slide is going to be too slow for this deck. I'm still going to run Trumpet Blast because I think it's pretty insane with the heel cutter. I think that a lot of these expensive cards are going to be bad in our deck, so I'm just going to cut some of them. Maybe like this. That's probably the most aggressive way we can build this. Playing Winter Flame, Ride into Being, Lotus Pathogen, Scout King, Whirlwind, Adam. The Ride into Being, I'm going to be honest, doesn't look amazing. Playing Trumpet Blast, Barrage, and Act is kind of ambitious, but having 2 out of the 3 and 6 mana is kind of a game win. So yeah, from the cards I have here, Will of the Naga is probably the best. I think it's better than the Rite of Undoing. So what would we be cutting? Collateral Damage, Monastery Swift Spear. I think those are legitimate options. The Swift Spear I don't really like generally. So this would be an option. Having there isn't too much Delve. I have almost no Delve to be honest. I mean, my morphs are really horrendous, but that could be fine. I want stuff that synergizes nicely with the heel cutter. Wait, I actually don't have too many 4-power creatures. I'm cutting this Barrage of Boulders. I don't think it's supported in this deck, sufficiently supported. Master of the Way is always good. It's always going to be good enough. I mean, maybe sometimes Cunning Strike is better, but I'm not cutting a Master of the Way. I like Skullkin. And what else seems bad? Right into Being. Yeah, it's not great. I agree. But it's good for the curve, and I'm doing something. I mean, if I'm playing a Cunning Strike instead, is that going to win me games? I kind of like Lightning Shrieker better than a lot of these other options, to be honest, because that at least is going to deal its 5 damage when the heel cutter has done most of its job. I think this might be a deck that just wants a Lava Axe effect. Both of these go to the head as well. So, what do you think of this? I'm not cutting Skullkin. Skullkin looks at least fine in this deck. I think it looks even better than fine. Not sure about the collateral damage, but that's another card I want to try. You play Cunning Strike over Lightning Shrieker. That's reasonable. I really wanted to try out the Shrieker, but maybe you're all right. Now there's somebody that wants to have Right into Being back there. I'm not playing the Goblin Slide, so I could cut the collateral damage and put the Right back. Oh, this is not easy. Okay, I think that's how I'm going to play it. It has a nice mix of cards. And it kind of maximizes the heel cutters. Okay, so this would be a 10-7, but I have a Beaverak. So I can actually play 11 red sources. Wait, 11? Wait, I have a slot. I have a slot, everyone, because we're only playing 17 lands. One more card. We cut one too many cards. I don't think it's the Swift Spear. You're gonna hate me for it, but I might want to play the Lightning Shrieker over the Rite of Undoing. But the red is probably the better card. No, I don't think this Swift Spear is going to be particularly good in this deck. Rite of Undoing is another card that we want to try. It's also kind of okay with the Heart Piercer. Let's try it like this. And then add lands. 10-6, add to deck, submit. Let's see how that works out. Alright, let's see if we can win a match today. I don't know, guys, but I don't think our decks have been too bad. This all looks pretty good to me, so let me know what you think. Team or Battle Reach. I think I had 12 creatures, but also the Hortling Outburst and other stuff. So in this format, you can get away with playing less creatures overall, in my experience. Oh, we have a special over there. Let's see if we can punish him, even without a 2-drop. Yeah, we're improving. That's a good sign. I just don't really like Swift Spear. I don't know. It seems pretty bad. Hoping for 2 morphs so that I can Pyrotechnics. The dream. Bloodfire Expert followed up with Hortling Outburst, but I want to kind of cast the Heal Cutter. But the Expert actually does something. The 1/1 stoned. No, sometimes you have to play the slightly playable cards. In fact, I think the 22nd and 23rd card in your deck should often be cards that aren't particularly playable, but especially if they are instants, if you know that you have them, you can engineer a game state where they are better than any other card could have been. Is it a great hand? I'm already sad that I didn't have a 2-drop, but I'm not going to complain. Is my opponent blocking the Is my opponent blocking the expert? I think I have to offer the trade. It's not entirely clear if he will block, because if he's playing a control deck, next turn he has the 5 mana that he needs to dominate one of, especially my Bloodfire Expert. But I'm not even sad about the trade, I think. It's only a bit awkward because of the Pyrotechnics, but what do I do if my opponent plays a big creature next turn? Do I just, well, I could just Pyrotechnics the Morph and the Whisperer then? Maybe keeping the Expert is better. You can watch all my streams on my YouTube channel. It's really easy. I'm gonna set up the bot to say that as well, I guess, but haven't yet. I didn't draw land to Hortling Outpost plus Mardu Scout. I could have dashed, but I want to develop my board this turn. And Canyon Lurkers might actually be the best play. Or Canyon Lurkers plus Mardu Scout. That's also good. That's also 5 power, and I get more on the board. Kind of unfortunate that I didn't get to Hortling Outburst here. At some stage, at some point. What's better than a single heal cutter? It's definitely 2 heal cutters, and I'm hoping that my opponent is not going to expect it, and that it could be quite the blowout. Also with the Pyrotechnics, so yeah, it could be Abzan Guide. I mean, I'm not going to block. If my opponent has the Abzan Guide, he's going to have to unmorph here and spend his whole turn. So it's actually not even clear that he's winning the race. So. No, it's just a fatty. I think that's pretty bad for my opponent. So I'm attacking for 3. Yeah, I'm definitely not unmorphing this, and I'm not casting Tormenting Voice, discarding Pyrotechnics. That would seem absurd. I want the Outburst in play so that I have a blocker, and then the Heal Cutter is probably going to finish things off. It's fine. I don't know. This attack is just quite ambitious. Also putting the +1/+1 counter on a creature that was already so huge, I also don't understand. So I could play the Heal Cutter here, but then my opponent knows it's there. Not playing any other cards in the same turn. No, I don't want my opponent to know. And I want to have a blocker for the Loxodon. If it actually attacks, I think there is a good reason for my opponent to do that. Probably a life gain spell or something. Did we get any good rares? We first picked Pyrotechnics and then the Goblin Heal Cutter. So none out of Fate Reforged. I don't think so. Well, this game is over. We have thought that many times before today, and it hasn't been true. So I'm not going to call this game over until it's over. I don't think I've ever ran my deck. Ankle Shanker.